Alright gamers, we made this iron farm last episode, and it's time to see how it's doing. Ooh, okay, this is doing really well for us. I'm glad that something's actually working in this world, and things are becoming a little bit more normal. What the heck is that? Like seriously, what is this? What is up my fellow gamers? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Hardcore. And I think it's time to address the elephant in the playing field. Or is it in the room? I don't know. And I think it's time to address the big changes, the very big changes that's been happening to my base. Now you remember that last episode we made our epic iron farm. But the problem is, this farm is a bit of an eyesore, I'm not gonna lie to you. So I thought I'd spruce up the place, and you can't lie, the place looks a lot better. And they definitely go with the whole iron golem theme. So I thought I'd just make this place look a lot nicer, and I hope you like it. Now I know it's been a bit of a random start, but I'd like to give this place a name. It's come to be a very special place in the Minecraft world, even though I just showed it to you now. So I've been thinking, and I think I'm gonna call this the Golem Graveyard. I thought it was a pretty cool name since, you know, the whole killing iron golems for their resources thing, you know, that whole thing. But I thought that these statues could commemorate the fallen iron golems that we have lost. So that's why I made this place. And then we can just quickly dye the sign, make it a little bit of a brighter red, and there we go, the Golem Graveyard, the new addition to the base. But you thought that was the video? No, my friends. No. Although these statues I think are pretty poggers, there is something else that we must do this episode. So today, we are making a Super Smelter! So, super smelters are basically the rich people version of your regular smelters. And why I planned to introduce this place to you is because I thought we could build the smelter inside this massive statue of an iron golem. I thought it would be a quirky way to do it, and it's time to get into the tutorial. Now, materials. Let's talk about them. To make this super smelter, we will need very few things. We will need 12 furnaces, 6 chests, 38 hoppers, 12 powered rails, 32 normal rails. You will definitely need 2 minecarts with the hoppers, 64 building blocks of your choice, a block of redstone, and a lever. And you know what's coming. You know what to do. This type of smelter can be made bigger or smaller, so the amount of items you will need will vary depending on how big or small you want your farm to be. But to our specific farm that we're making today, these are the exact amounts that you will need. So if you're gonna follow my super smelter exactly, then these are the exact amounts that you will need. Now I wasn't joking when I said I'm literally gonna build this thing in the statue. I thought it was a pretty appropriate place to do something like this. So I thought, hey, why not? So we are inside the massive iron golem structure right now. And I think it's just the right size for what I'm trying to do. So to get the super smelter started, we will need to place one double chest right here. This is where all the smelted items are going to go. And then behind this chest, we're going to go as many hoppers as you want for your smelter to go. So I want mine pretty big, so my hoppers are going to go quite far along. Just like so should do. Then on top of these hoppers we want to place the furnaces. You could use blast furnaces or smelters, but I'm just going to use normal furnaces for convenience. In these gaps here you can either place another furnace or you can just place a building block like I'm going to do here, so it's less confusing. Now from the back of our super smelter we're going to be placing hoppers on the backs of these furnaces just like so. As you can see, the tip of the hopper is going into the furnace, and we're going to do this all the way around. You don't technically have to do this on the block, so I could just fill this space in, and then we will back on the furnaces, placing hoppers. And once you're done, if you're following my exact super smelter, it should look something like this. There should be a hopper for every single furnace on this farm. Now what we're going to do is place a hopper on top of the furnaces. Why do we need so many hoppers? because whatever comes into the top hoppers will be fed the items that need to be smelted, and whatever comes into the hoppers on the back of the furnace will feed in the items that will fuel the furnaces, and then the hoppers at the bottom will take the finished products into the chest. Anyways, enough talking, let's get these hoppers placed down. And then right here between the gaps, we're going to need to place more building blocks. Now let's come to the back here and build 3 blocks out. And then at the bottom there, 2 blocks out. This is where our rails and powered rails come in handy. So what we're going to do is place 2 powered rails like so. And then we're going to take rails all the way around. Now this step is very important that you follow exactly how I do it, or else the rails will get all mixed up. And then at the bottom here you'll place 1 powered rail and then carry on with the rails all the way around. Now coming to the end of the rails here, we'll place our last 2 and leave a gap open here. Now what we're going to do is do a similar thing that we did on that side. Place 3 blocks at the top here and 2 blocks at the bottom. Then we're going to place our 2 powered rails and a rail. Why I did it in such a weird way is that if I did it any other way, it would get connected such as so, and this would break the super smelter. Now what we must do at the end of our auto smelter, we break this powered rail, place 2 of these building blocks as so, and then we're going to take our block of redstone and place it on top of the powered rails just like that, powering the powered rails. Hey, that sounds pretty cool. Then we're going to come and do the exact same thing over here, placing 2 blocks there and there, but we're not going to be placing any powered rails just yet over here. Finishing off the rails, somewhere in the middle of your super smelter, you're going to want to replace your rails with powered rails just to make sure that the hoppers with a minecart don't ever get stopped anytime soon. So just like that, I replaced a few rails with powered rails, and then I could place the redstone block powering the powered rails. Again, no pun intended. Now what we need to do is place a double chest right here, and then jump up here and place a double chest right there. Now because we have such limited space, I've made a few staircases to cover up this farm, but also allowing the chest to open just like that. Again, cover it up. Make sure that you can open these 2 chests, because this chest is where you're going to put whatever you want smelted in, and this chest will give whatever you want the super smelter to be fueled with, like coal or blaze rods or charcoal, whatever you name it. Getting closer to the end of this farm, we need to place our 2 minecarts with hoppers right under these 2 chests. Now we can literally feed anything we wanted to these chests, and they will immediately go into the furnace. Now before we start using this farm, I'm going to need something to fuel the super smelter. Luckily, thanks to this caving video right here, I have tons of coal to burn. Now all I need to do is turn all of this coal blocks into actual coal, and then I can feed it in to that back chest right there. All of this fuel can go into the super smelter just like so. Then literally whatever you want to. As long as it can be smelted, you can put it into this auto smelter, and once we flick the lever, it'll be ready to start. As each furnace lights up, that's how we know that the farm is working. Now obviously building this farm could be a lot easier for you, since you don't have to fit it in the small space. You could literally just use 6 furnaces, and that could be your super smelter, and it would be good enough. But because I decided to go an extra mile, it obviously looks more complicated than it actually is. And just like that, while I was talking, all of that stone was easily smelted into smooth stone in a matter of seconds. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is definitely a must-have in your Minecraft survival worlds. Whether you're in hardcore, easy mode, or normal mode, it really is a must-have. So I would really recommend that you go follow my tutorial or someone else's tutorial to have one of these smelters in your worlds. Now the last thing to do is, no one wants to see all the processing happening here. No one wants to see all the hoppers at work. So we're going to just switch off the farm so that these hoppers in a minecart can come to rest. And I think it's time to decorate this place a bit, because I don't want to have to see all these hoppers. I just want to have to see a chest, and bing bam bada bap boom pow, Bob's your uncle. Now I must say, this place really comes together and it really looks nice at night time. Now, I got some spruce logs and some oak logs that we can use to decorate this place. Maybe we can use these spruce stairs to cover these hoppers just like that. Something like that, I don't know. And then maybe we can do the same at the top here. Yeah, that might look good. And we can completely cover the hoppers. I want this to look like a workshop, so it doesn't have to look very perfect, but just something that I don't have to see the redstone. Maybe if I come here and I do that. Yeah, that might work. That might work. What do you think, gamers? Does that look good? Let's see if it still runs smoothly. I don't see any hoppers getting stuck here. Yep, they're doing their job. Definitely working. Oh, that's not good. And maybe we can come in the back here and fill in all those gaps right there. Yeah, I think that looks good. I guess this could work. I mean, if I open that and then I just hop there, I can definitely still access the chest. Now, because I've built this farm in such a way, it's going to be very difficult to access that chest, but that's fine with me. If you're building this farm, definitely build it in a more open area. Don't be an idiot like me. Definitely build it in a nice open area so that you have lots of space to move around and to access everything. But definitely, we cannot just keep building up to get in here. We're definitely going to have to make a way to get in here easily. So maybe if we come down here, place that dirt back there. Where do we come out? Yeah, we come out exactly at the floor of the iron golem. Definitely like that. It's like the little belly button of our giant statue. I know I probably just made that gross. I mean, like, who wants to go into a belly button? But I mean, that's pretty much how it looks like, not gonna lie to you. Oh, we've got an intruder. Die. Thank you. And then we can definitely make some more staircases out of this andesite so it goes with the rest of the statue. And then what if I come over here with all the smooth stone that I have? And we can just fill in all of this dirt. No one wants to have to see dirt right here. Now I might have to work on this a bit more off camera. I might even make like a redstone door here that closes the whole entrance. But for now, this is pretty good. I don't have anything that I need smelting yet, like anything massive that I need smelting, but for big projects in the future, I would say that this farm will come very handy. It'll become very handy. Now, this video was a bit of a weird one, but I hope that you enjoyed it. Please remember that the items that were needed for this farm were the correct items, but the amounts may differ depending on how big or small you want this farm. If what I just said confused you at all, please let me know down in the comments and I'll easily and gladly help you. And if you have a problem with the interior, you can also let me know if you want to. I'm gonna fiddle on it a little bit more and see how it goes. But for now, this is what it is, and I think it's okay. Now, if you made it to this point of the video, comment down below Golem Graveyard. Either that or Super Smelter. It's really up to you. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please be sure to make one of these things in your world. You definitely will not regret it. It makes everything in the building process so much faster. Oh, I don't know why that's there. So yeah, if you made it this far, please subscribe. Comment down below Golem Graveyard, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Cheers, guys.